We do begin tonight with this historic ruling by the Supreme Court, deciding Colorado's highest court cannot take Donald Trump off the ballot. In a unanimous decision, the justices finding individual states cannot invoke the 14th Amendment to keep Trump off the ballot, delivering blows to at least 3 states, Colorado, Illinois, and Maine. The court saying it's up to Congress. Trump celebrating today's victory, praising the court for working hard and quickly, in his words. But the court is not done weighing in on key issues that will affect the race for president. In just a few weeks, they will hear arguments over former President Trump's claim of absolute immunity in the federal election interference case against him. In today's ruling, the justice is not discussing whether Trump took part in an insurrection on January 6th. And while the decision was unanimous, some of the justices made their differences clear. ABC's Terry Moran, who covers the Supreme Court, leading us off tonight.
For the Supreme Court, a rare moment of unanimity. All 9 justices, so often divided in major cases, declaring as one that individual states cannot ban Donald Trump from the presidential ballot under the insurrection clause of the Constitution's 14th Amendment. The court did not address the issue of whether Trump actually engaged in insurrection, but declared that the responsibility for enforcing that section of the Constitution rests with Congress and not the states.
They worked long, they worked hard, and frankly, they worked very quickly on something that will be spoken about 100 years from now and 200 years from now. Extremely important.
Courts in 3 states, Colorado, Maine, and Illinois, have ruled that Trump should be banned from the ballot because of his actions on January 6th and in the weeks before, under the 14th Amendment's command that no one who has taken an oath to support the Constitution and then engaged in insurrection can hold public office afterwards. During oral arguments last month, liberals and conservatives on the court voiced sharp skepticism of what Colorado did.
I think that the question that you have to confront is why a single state should decide who gets to be president of the United States.
Today, the justices pointed to the potential disruption that could happen if some states disqualified Trump and some did not, all using different standards and procedures. To disqualify insurrectionist candidates, the court ruled Congress must first pass a law spelling out how. But the court's 3 liberal justices, in a concurring opinion, said that goes too far. By saying only new legislation can address the issue, the conservatives, the liberals wrote, are attempting to shield the court itself and Donald Trump from future controversy. Adding sharply, the majority attempts to insulate all alleged insurrectionists from future challenges to their holding federal office. Justice Amy Coney Barrett also wrote separately, agreeing with the liberals that the majority went too far, but urging her colleagues to turn the national temperature down, not up. Our differences are far less important than our unanimity, Barrett wrote. All 9 justices agree on the outcome of this case. That is the message all Americans should take home.
So let's get right to Terry Moran. He's live at the court for us. And Terry, this unanimous ruling today, Justice Amy Coney Barrett, as you just reported there, suggested that the Supreme Court turn the national temperature down. But that might be impossible because the nation's highest court is now preparing to hear another case with potentially major consequences here in the race for president. Of course, Donald Trump appealed that lower court decision, that court saying Donald Trump does not have absolute immunity in this federal election interference January 6th case. The Supreme Court now agreeing to take up Trump's appeal and to decide on presidential immunity, which is major.
That's right. Really big, David. And that case is now set for argument at the end of April. So expect a decision in late May or June. And as all these cases grind on, tomorrow is Super Tuesday. Voters going to the poll in 15 states. And Donald Trump remains on the ballot in every one.
Terry Moran leading us off tonight. Terry, thank you. We should note, as Terry mentions, ABC News will have live coverage of Super Tuesday tomorrow night. 15 states voting, but a much different year, of course. Where this race stands, and if it is, in fact, President Biden facing off against Donald Trump, where this race stands right now in the battlegrounds. What would happen if the election were now? What about these court cases? Will they play out before the election? We're going to try to answer all of your questions, including tomorrow night's results and any surprises. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on ABC. Again, thanks, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.